Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lockerbie Golf Club. Where round two of the Tour Championships haven't long got underway. At present, as we start the second round, Mick Eardley currently leads on -10. They having just gotten started up on hole one with the leading group up there. He's being chased pretty closely at the moment. Joe McCourt, Callum Haig, David Quigley all on -9. And for the ladies, Kelly Menzies on -5 at the moment. A bit of a head start against Laura on the second round, who's on +3, and over 45 as well. Morrison on -4, and then -1, and even chasing him as they go around the course. Hole 12 just in front of us here. Currently, behind me is the infamous hole 8 and 9 at Lockerbie, both played across the pond as they go. So these guys just finishing up on hole 12, and then we'll barrel around so we can watch some interesting shots coming over the pond. So these guys just finishing on hole 11. That was. And this group here just heading up for hole 9, teeing off over the pond we see here. This morning there were quite a few players found themselves either in the pond or in the kind of wild rough underneath the trees there, playing across to the flag at hole 9. We can also see in the distance there, beside hole 9, hole 8's tee, which plays across an even wider part of the pond. So on the tee, Stuart Campbell, we've also got Joe McCourt, Fraser Weir, and Willie Mackay, I think it is. Yeah, Willie Mackay in this group. Stuart Campbell just teeing off just now to come over the pond. And well safe across. Next up, Joe McCourt's play. Also safely over. Fraser Weir that we see just about to tee off just now. Safely across, taking a bit of a bounce just as he landed there, taking a bit of weight out, but that's a pretty good lineup for going in. And Willie Mackay last to tee off. So all safely over in this group. Well, Fraser and Willie over this side. Well, Sue and Joe across the other side there. So Stuart Campbell up first.
I've got to see the work as a senior.
And for Willie, Fraser knew himself as soon as he hit it that he'd under hit. So these guys heading over to hole 10. Kind of round group on hole 11 have just finished, and there is a group will be coming down on hole 7, so it'll give us a good chance to see some play when they're down here playing more across the water. They seem to have a slight gap in terms of play. So, just cutting across to hole 7 now so we can watch these guys coming down. So coming down here we should find the chasing over 45 group. Colin Murray, Donny McKenzie, Martin McGreekin and Declan Reid. We can see them just up the top of the hill there. So we're just getting ready to tee off on hole 7. So I think that's Declan Reid shot. And coming down, this looks like Donny McKenzie. So as long as they can get to the edge of the steeper hill there, they'll get the roll down. So over 45s, Will Morrison still leading -3. Declan Reid in this group is now second place -1. Tied with Gio, Donny McKenzie, Colin Todd, Gavin Howe, all uneven. So the over 45s might be a closer fight than we've previously seen. This section continues to grow and get closer and closer in terms of who's at the top. So just while we wait on these guys coming down the hill. So Martin McGreekin has just hit his shot, taking him down here. Next up, we've got Colin Murray. So this is playing down to flag that we see the tree at the bottom there on the right hand side of the two trees. Flag's just to the side of that. And Declan Reid's shot now coming. So this is when the pond starts to come and play. You'll see most players trying to stay left and avoiding the pond on the right, and the bunker that sits in the middle as we look down. So, playing down the left. Colin Murray up next. Colin just running to Mark. John McKenzie. And Declan Reid now playing. Declan not getting the shot he was hoping for there. Not bad on the way.
Will I finish it? Yeah, mark it. Effort, buddy.
Tricky little shot there for Deck.
In you.
5.
3 5 6 6.
No balls.
So we're over 45s chasing men, or what was the chasing men's group, heading off to the tee for hole 8. I'm going to cut round the pond so we can see the balls coming over, see who gets there and who maybe not so much. So of that group that we've just seen, Declan Reid, Johnny McKenzie, both up there just now. Declan -1, just 3 shots off the lead, and Donny on even. And the distance, ladies just heading up to tee off on hole 7. And this is the area we're coming over to watch. Lots of the seniors struggled slightly this morning to get over. That's Donny's shot, not quite made it over. He's in the just at the edge of the pond, I think. Now players all have the option to go to drop zone, which is just at the other side of the bridge, for their third shot, if they choose, rather than trying to take on the big carry over the pond. Colin now in the pond as well, just at the edge. Looks like Martin, I think, took the option to lay up, rolling it down the path so that he can try and line himself up for going over the bridge. And this is Declan Reid about to tee off just now. Declan into the Reids as well, unfortunately. So they are going to have to try and get those out of the pond. But in the meantime, the ladies are just coming down hole 7. Hi John, how are we today? You're right, this course is absolutely stunning. Given that Lockerbie was an event that was meant to take place earlier this year, and at that point the grass was about a foot long, and the weather was rather wet. It is actually really quite spectacular how good they've managed to get this course into the last couple of months. Ladies just heading down, we can see their balls just lying at the bottom of the hill as they come. Seniors are in the process of trying to fish some balls out of the pond. So, ladies, at the moment, Kelly Menzies is still leading. She's on -5. Quite a good bit ahead at the moment. Laura Thompson on +4, and then Anna on +7. Also in this group, we've got Alison on +11 in fourth place. So Laura's shot just now. Next up, this looks like Anna's shot. And then Kelly coming to join down here as well. Just looking around there as well. This is a course which normally brings in quite a few spectators for it, but there doesn't appear to be quite as many. Although I can see some at the top of the hill in the distance watching hole 2 and 4, another area of the course. But usually you find quite a lot of the locals from Lockerbie come up to watch up here. So, Anna's shot. And Kelly is certainly last but not least. Going in. So, seniors appear to have fished themselves out of the water. So coming across, we can see them coming over. I think Declan Reid just about to take his shot from the drop zone. So we've got Donny McKenzie here, Martin Collin. We've got a raised golf green going up and over, and the hole down the other side. Avoiding, or trying to avoid the bunker at the far side. Over to Donny. Oh, no. Back to deck. So Declan Reid playing from the drop zone, which I have to say from this angle that didn't look necessarily like it was definitely coming over there, but well safe. Tricky shot from Donny. Up over the green and then get the angle right to roll back down to the hole. And has perfect angle. So Declan playing round. So over to Colin Murray. So all in for our chasing senior group after a slightly hairy start. 3 of the 4 of them ending up in the pond, but all fished out. Donny McKenzie saving his for par, I think it was there, after heading off to the drop zone, and then the long putt up over the hill here, getting the angle spot on for going down to the hole. Claire, how are we doing? All as well. Can't really complain too much out on a foot golf course where it's nice and warm. There's barely a breeze. It is pretty perfect out here just now. So ladies now getting ready to tee off. Ladies tee shared with the drop zone that we saw the seniors taking their shots from just at the other side of the bridge there. Hoping to get over it without any issues with the pond. Laura Thompson shot. Ladies at the moment is really a fight for second and third. Kelly well ahead on -6. Well, Laura's on +5 and Anna on +8. So unless something goes pretty wrong at some point, oh, Anna in the water, unfortunately. So yes, unless something goes pretty wrong, Kelly should be able to get round here, keeping the lead. So Anna in the water, looks like it's a fairly easy fetch back out. So Alison next up on the tee over here. Oh, Alison's put straight into the reeds there, and will not quite repeat reaction. So Kelly will be up next. So Kelly safely over. Well clear. There we go, back to Anna. Well cleared that time. Alison almost made it clear. And then hit a bounce on this side, bouncing her back the way, and back to where she kicked straight into the last time. She actually made it over though, if it wasn't for the bounce going back. You are quite right there, Claire. Alison has quite a very distinctive laugh when it comes to things. I'm actually quite impressed you can hear it from over here with the little mics that we're using. So ladies are going to be digging in deep to try and get the ball. I'm just looking around to see what else I can see. Behind me, hole 7, where we saw the ladies come down, currently has the leading men, leading over 45s on. Well, Will Morrison leads on -5. And just at the back of them, we've got what was the chasing men, now actually having the leading men coming through. Joe McCourt, Mick Eardley now tied on -13. Joe, I think, on hole 7 just now. So Alison's now over. It looks like the over 45s group that we were watching, Declan, Martin, Donny, and Colin Murray, all having a bit of an issue with the pond on hole 9. Karen, I will most certainly inform Anna when she gets this far that Rachel says hi. So as we look, we've got Alison is the pink ball, and then Anna, and then up here we've got Kelly and Laura. Alison shot. So lined up perfectly towards the hole. So over to Anna. Anna's shot. Certainly had the pace. Perfectly lined up. Up next will be Kelly to play. Anna going to finish. Anna, Rachel says hi.
Oh, hi Rachel. Hi Rachel.
Oh, there we go.
Eagle! Woohoo! That is outrageous.
So, Laura, are you going to try and do the same now?
Oh,
Is it?
wow.
Yes.
Laura. And absolutely. It's a tip today. Oh. Oh. Yeah, good. 5, 8.
Absolutely spot on there, Claire. Um, 2 long putts up from down the bottom. So a hole that could really make or break a round, as we've seen. We have the Chasen Seniors group currently on, tell lies, leading seniors group on the tee at the moment. All looking like we're aiming for water. Colin Todd, Gavin Howe, Gio Dunlop and Will Morrison all in this group. Will Morrison -5 first place, then -2 and -1 in even. So again, we're going to have a bit of a catch point when these guys have to try and catch balls out of water. But we have plenty of entertainment to come from hole 9. And by the sounds of it, hole 7's just had a really long shot from Callum into the hole, or pretty close anyhow.
Come on, let's go!
So we'll have a wee glance across to our other seniors while these guys getting about the water. Oh, Colin Todd's just made it over. So seniors all finished in hole 9 for this group. Ladies tee for this hole. Men tee up on the raised tee that we see on the far side. Ladies are across to the side, coming straight across the corner of the pond rather than over. Kelly playing very safe, wide across to the side. Laura, the first round, she ended up in the pond, so she is going to go wide as well, playing extra safe. She caught the corner this morning and ended up rolling down into the pond. And Anna playing more direct. Okay. So, over to Laura. No, I think she expected that to turn there as it came across. And then over to Alison. Which looks like, almost looked like the right line there until it started to just veer off. Hannah up, she's just getting Alison to mark. It looks like a good line as well.
Oh, nice, Anna. Good mark. Got a mark from Mike. 2000.
Don't think Kelly was quite as.
Oh, that wasn't far away, by the way. Line was perfect. The line was good.
So, I'm going to be staying with Kelly.
Come on, Kelly Menzies. Yeah. Shoot balls. Is that where you are, Laura? Or is that where you are? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's shoot.
Kelly. Just.
Well done. In sunglasses weather.
Yeah, we are. So, as Alison says, just the sun has really started to come through now. So, heading back over, we've got our seniors. Paul Morrison's still leading just now. And in the distance, yeah, so seniors all finished. On to the men. So we have, in this group, by the looks of it, we have Callum Haig, David Quigley, Vincent McGuire, and Tom McMahon. So I'm trying to see you there. Yes, Vinny McGuire, Callum Haig, David Quigley, Tom McMahon, sorry. So, David Quigley teeing off now. These guys all praying now that we're watching on camera to get across. Yep. Vinny McGuire up next. Well safe across by miles. So Tom McMahon, last from this group, but our leading group also right at the back waiting to tee off as well. That looked a bit hairy there, but yep, it's over. So, well spread out across the fairway there, heading for the hole. It is very, very close in the men's game. Callum Haig on -14 in this group, just leading the way across the bridge. Then we have, sorry, I tell that, it's just updated from hole 7. So Callum Haig, Neil Shave, and Ali Dick all on -14. And then Joe McCourt and Mick Early on -13. And celebrations on the fairway. David Quigley first. Bounced off the hole. As they said, to be fair, if it hadn't hit the hole, it was probably miles past.
We have to repair that. That's repaired.
Top man catching the bunker. Knew as soon as he hit it that wasn't mine. Benny McGuire, a similar shot to what we saw Kelly and Laura sink.
Shot. Home doesn't come to you. Somebody wants to stick a marker up. Okay. That was quick, that was now an in. Only be lucky. That's it.
And in for all these gents. So, all safe. Callum shot at, I thought he'd under hit slightly, but no, he's through. Neil was almost up here on this green with his tee earlier. He's got himself a slightly better line, giving him the better shot up into the green. Over to Ali Dick, who the last couple of times I've seen Ali take this shot, he's ended up towards the left-hand side of the screen that we see here. But also putting in incredible shots to get to the hole. This is pretty much the shot that we saw earlier from Neil. Rolling slightly around rather than back towards itself. Next up is John Neal. And last to play over will be Mickey Ridley. Mick started this round in the lead by a shot. Short his drive, but giving himself not a bad line for getting up to the hole. Ali got the most awkward shot, certainly, of the four. Playing up the hill this side and lining it up to try and get the roll down on the other side. The hole to the left-hand side of the bush that we see just at the side of the bunker. This is not a shot any player would want to take, to be fair. So, Mick, pretty much perfect shot there. Weight was spot on. It's perfectly lined up with the middle of the hole.
I shall tap it. You want that quick? Robert Murray just registered for the Keith Cup. Me, yeah.
So, over to Ali. Trickiest shot on course. Up the hill, over a golf green, back down the other side, playing the angles to try and get to the hole. But it's going to come towards us, land up here. Roll. Playing it wise.
Okay. Finish it, John. Seems like you did a good read. Use the light. Three. Give you a very good read. Oh. Finish. Three. Jamie. Neil. Did you lengthy this one earlier? Thought I saw you.
So 3s all round for these guys on this hole. Pretty sure. Group ahead, still having a bit of difficulty, I think, by the looks of it, trying to get a ball out of the pond. It's these 3, and I think it potentially looks like Callum Haig that's in the pond at the moment. I think it may have actually just disappeared into the pond. So, has got it. Callum may not be the happiest when we see him appear out of these reeds. So, Soggy. So, Quiggs had a fantastic tee shot on here. But it looks like Vinny has as well.
I was playing okay. And you're not watching. Get up. Get up.
Oh, yes.
Go quick. Thank you. Okay, well done, oh, my son.
Oh.
Shouldn't have taken that.
So, AC guys in, and in the distance there we can see Callum Haig on the drop zone. slightly damp, I have to say. Good shot across. Left himself along here, but so can't finish here. Then we've got the leading group to tee off. And then from there we will jump further ahead on the course, so you can see some other areas of the course as well. See some of the views, the scenery, and of course the play. But we're not really going to see any more groups coming through the ponds. Just off. So, all finished for this lot. Now to see what happens with these guys teeing off. Neil Shave off first. High. Look at the distance on that. That is pretty damn close. Just to give you an idea from the tee shot, Neil Shave just trying to find something. Okay. So, Ali up next. The pressure after having watched Neil almost hole in one on hole 9 here. Ali earlier was at the bottom of the tree that we see just the left hand side on his tee shot. This certainly looks safer. John Neal up.
Shot. Shot. I get it.
And then, last but not least, Mick Eardley coming over the pond. Laughter there from Mick just as he said it. Good afternoon, Darren. How are we today? We are all enjoying the sun. It's getting warmer as the afternoon goes on. It's great. So, as these guys come down, just giving you a look at just how close Neil was to the hole in one from the tee shot. Meanwhile, we've got Ali with the orange ball that we see here. John Neal. Massive tee shot. Massive tee shot, but he's over there. Incredible though. This is where we've seen lots of players coming in from. And in. He might have went way off on his tee, but he certainly pulled it back in. So over to Ali. Long shot here to make it in.
One up.
Mm.
The wheels we kicked in, it got about halfway in it. Straightened up.
Straighter than expected.
Confident making it. That David failed, mate. He's just that big clearly well. Okay, John. You hear him there, they say that aimed to hit the bridge, he said it missed it and bounced down the water and it went my best tee shot. Tremendous, isn't it? Done me, Matt. Right. Better than earlier. Better look at it. Done you that. Very good. How many was that better than earlier? I made a par earlier. Yeah, though. Kind of high.
So these guys head on off to hole 10. It sounds like we just missed a rather interesting or intriguing shot from David Baird playing at hole 8 as he managed to get across the water. I think it was David Baird. Skimming, aimed for the bridge to take a bounce, missed the bridge, skimmed on the water, and still managed to make it over. It sounds like it was quite an interesting shot. So we're going to jump to another part of the course, let you see some more of what's going on, and then we'll be back with the leading groups to watch them all come on in.